Although if I walked in, if I walked in and 8 balloons, my knees gonna buckle. My knees gonna buckle. I'm putting cradles in the floor. Bro, my knees will buckle. You think I'm playing?
I tell you lies and it's just so toxic. You lie, I lie too. Girl, I don't love you. You know it's lies when I say it's just you. But don't be mad, boo. I once believed too.
First, let me make this clear. It's DNS Soldier.
And it's Robby Too Fast, and thank you for tuning into the Two Sides of the Heart podcast today. You already know what it is, man. Say man. We got a special guest.
Say man.
I'm waiting on this one now. Man, look. He hails from St. Petersburg, Florida. Special education teacher at Colonel Richardson Middle School. He received his undergrad at Marshall University, where he also played soccer, D1 athlete. You feel me? Got his master's from Grand Canyon University. He's a father, the oldest of 3 siblings. He's a soccer, indoor, and outdoor track coach at Colonel Richardson High School. Shout out Colonel, you feel me? He's the owner of 3D Soccer Training, which is free of charge. We're going to put the link in the bio if you need your soccer skills right now. He's, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, Pinellas Park High School Athletic Hall of Fame and Hall of Famer and the mental health advocate. Please welcome Coach Devin Perkins. What's going on, Perk?
Hey, cool and bad. Hey, I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah, Perk for president. You feel me?
You already know, Perk for president.
Yes, sir. Hey, I mean, we're going to hop right into it. Can you speak about your upbringing growing up in St. Petersburg, and how did that turn you into the man you are today?
Sure, absolutely, man. First of all, man, thank y'all for having me.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it. You know, and shout out to y'all for, making everything work.
Yeah.
You know, and invite me on. St. Pete is St. Pete. A lot of times, it looks suburban, but we used to call it the ghetto suburbs. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because it looks suburban, but it's a bunch of ghetto stuff that go on there, like a bunch of hood stuff. So, I gotta thank my parents for my upbringing and keeping me out of trouble for the most part. I honestly, some people say I had like a cookie cutter lifestyle coming up, because 2 black parents raising 3 black children, in St. Petersburg, like that's kind of difficult. Like not everybody had that. So shout out to them. And St. Pete showed me enough of the world for me to be able to get by in the world. You know what I mean? I think the only drawback, if you will, was I got teased so much, like it really hit hard for playing soccer coming up, because it was like, oh, you playing that white boy sport.
Yeah.
Even though I was good at basketball, basketball was my first love.
Yeah.
I was good at basketball, did flag football, like I swam and played volleyball, like all the other stuff, but that might be it, to be honest. Like I had a really good upbringing in St. Pete, and it's always good to go back. I don't know next time we back there, but yeah, I enjoyed my time in St. Pete.
Yeah.
Made sure I stayed out of trouble and everything was fine.
Did getting teased for soccer, did it deter you from wanting to continue to play, or how did that, how was that?
It hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I'm still just as athletic as you are. Okay, I just chose a different sport. I just happen to be good at a different sport.
Right.
But I did track and field like 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? So I did track and field from like 4th grade all the way up to high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is probably why I'm a track and field coach.
Yeah.
You feel me? But yeah, it didn't deter me. Especially as I got older, people started to realize, you know what? He's better at soccer than I am at my sport.
Cool.
And he can still play my sport. I might be better than him at my sport, but he's going to, like, not many people in D1 in soccer. I can't think of, there's only a few from St. Pete, Tampa area that actually went D1 in soccer. Like,
right.
So, yeah, man. I did a thing.
Can you talk about when you met Tamika and how did you know you wanted to be in a relationship with her?
So I met Tamika. Actually, she didn't like me at first.
Yeah.
she didn't like me at first in college because she thought I was somebody different. So I had a homeboy. We were both short and black, play soccer, and she had heard rumors about him or what have you, and so she put us both together until one day she saw us separate and was like, "Oh, it's a different person."
Mm-hmm.
And the way I got her number, I was bored one time, and one of my teammates was in class where I was like, "Let's text her like just for fun or whatever." Like, "Hey, shawty, I seen you around campus and such like that." She was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Yeah, something shawty." I was the only person that she knew that said shawty, and so that's when she was like, "Hi, Devin."
I'm dead.
Yeah, yeah. So we dated. We started dating. I was nervous asking her out too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Heartbreaking. She was my first girlfriend.
Good.
For real?
Yeah.
You say you met her in college?
Yeah, I met her in college.
Good.
So we dated for 2 years, and to be honest, more or less, she was talking about getting married. I was like, I like her, etc. I didn't really understand what marriage meant at that point in time, but you know, she was like, she want to get married and stuff like that. So I like, let's do it. Yeah, that's basically it.
That kind of goes to my next question. Like, how did you know you wanted to marry her? Just because she was like she wanted to?
Basically, you know, wonderful woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, Reverend Rag. Wonderful woman, intelligent, beautiful, like life straight, like everything's all together with her, and it was all together with her and everything. And it was like, I want to make her happy. How can I make her happy? And that was part of it.
How did you come to the decision it was best for you guys to separate?
It came to a point where she wasn't happy living in a living situation, you know, with living with her mother, her grandma, you know, having our child, David Lindsay, and myself. I just wasn't a good husband. That's literally it. I was not a good husband. I don't think I had been through enough life experiences. I didn't understand what it meant to take care of somebody else, etc. If I was just like 50% better, we would have been fine. Homegirl held on for dear life. Like, homegirl held on for dear life. I'm being so serious. She held on for dear life. And I just wasn't good enough. That's all. No animosity toward her. Her moving out was probably for the best. Moved out with our daughter. But I was still a present father. So whenever my daughter's like, I want to go to the park, I'm there.
Yeah.
Tamika called me, like, hey, I really need you to come watch our baby girl for a little bit because I'm like, I need a nap, or like, she just got you. So us separating, her moving out was probably for the best for her.
Yeah.
She didn't have to look at me every day. That's it, man. Yeah.
How does that? It's kind of refreshing to hear somebody kind of say that. Usually you hear people blame the other person or not be able to take accountability. What led you to being able to take that accountability and really reflect on yourself?
I'm pretty sure it's because I wanted her to be happy, and I knew deep down a lot of our issues were from me, but I didn't know how to fix them. And then after a while, it's like, yeah, Deb, this is you. We would argue and stuff like that, and then like as I got older, I was just like, yeah, that's a you problem, Perk. Like that's a you problem. Looking back, it's like, wow, this is what it takes to build a relationship and a marriage. Yeah. And it's like, I wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I did not take her feelings into consideration. I wasn't mature enough to handle it, and I don't know. I just feel like I take accountability. Yeah. You know, I take full accountability for everything. You know, every people say, "Oh, it takes two to tango." But if one person ain't even on the dance floor, it's kind of hard to tango.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I take accountability for it. She know that.
Yeah.
She know that.
What did you learn about yourself from your marriage?
I learned that I can be very selfish. When I want to do something, I'm gonna do it, regardless of like who it may impact or what have you. And I also learned what it feels like to be truly loved, despite everything. Tamika gave me unconditional love until she could not give it anymore. So, just finding out where my deficits were, where I'm good with things, and then seeing it from a different perspective, like to feel like the love. Like it didn't feel like the love when it was happening, but now that we're not together, it's like, wow, you loved me. You loved me, and I loved her too. I just was not marriage material.
You feel like you are now, or you don't?
Nah. I don't see me going forward with any sort of relationship no time soon.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just a lot of something is like, why? Like if you hear like people's stories about marriage, like, oh my God, my husband or my wife, and I know it's like all play, like at the end of the day they love each other.
Yeah.
But see, that's like hassle. Like to me, to take care of myself and somebody else. Like I feel like I get what I need from what I do. So like the love I get from my like the staff at the school, or from coaching, or from teaching, doing training sessions. Shout out to 3D soccer training and development. I feel like I get what I need from that. Like my family at home, the dogs that I have, like legit dogs, not DAWGS. I feel like I get what I need as far as love is concerned from that.
Right.
I show true love to everybody, and you get it back. Like you get it back.
Right. How is it living with another person?
You get a sense of. For me, unfortunately, I got a sense of complacency. Like, oh, there's always gonna be somebody there. You know what I mean? But it can be challenging. It's good to have somebody to come home to. When they come home, especially since we had a dog in college and such. So it's cool and all. And this goes back to the part where I didn't know how to love, but I didn't know how to show love. So it felt good to have somebody. God bless America. Feel good to have somebody to come home to and all that. But there's challenges. My dad even told me before I got married, it was like, there's gonna be challenge. He was like, it's always the little things. It ain't the big things, it's the little things. You know what I mean? So for instance, he was like, some people like they toilet paper a different way. Some people like it coming from under, some people like it over.
Yeah.
Granted, that wasn't an argument point for us.
Right.
That is a definite argument point for a lot of people.
Arguing?
Or like getting upset point, yeah. Because it's always, I'm telling you, in a relationship, it's always the little things that make a big build-up.
Right.
The big stuff is easy to fix. You know what I'm saying? Babe, you working too much. I miss you at home. It's kind of a big fix. Okay, well, let me not work as much. I'd rather us have a little less money and you be home. That's an easy fix.
Yeah.
But all those small little things, like leaving something unlocked, or some people like to put the dish in. Earlier, you don't have to rinse it off. My family, you always rinse it off. Some people, you just put it in there. That's an irking point.
Yeah.
And you find all these little irking points, and then some little irking point ends up being a big point.
I see what you're saying, because it builds up.
Exactly.
You always, you never.
Yeah, that type stuff. So like I use that with the athletes. It's like if your car won't start, you open the hood, there's no engine. You may not know how to put it in there, but that's an easy. Okay, there's no engine, so let me get an engine. But if there's like one nut or bolt or something unplugged, you have to take out every single thing to find that one piece and then put it together. Yeah, it's always the little things. Always the little things.
That's interesting. The lessons that you learned from your marriage, do you apply them in the relationships you have post-marriage, whether that be intimate or, just friendships or different things of that nature?
There's not a whole lot from what I learned from my marriage that I can apply. Yeah. Because I'm not in a relationship. So it's kind of difficult to apply that type stuff. Just like looking out for people, taking people's feelings into consideration. Yeah. Making sure they're taken care of. Try to go over and beyond to show that person love. If they in your vicinity, that's kind of what I learned. Yeah. Because I ain't learned to be in a relationship. Me in relationships as far as right now, I'm good. I ain't got time. I got stuff I need to work on. Right. Now, I don't really necessarily care. Like the only person right now that I would even think about being in a relationship would be Tamika, and she would have to be like, I want us to try again. Right. That's it. I have no plans on being in another relationship.
Like, is it I think you spoke on like the things that you need to work on about yourself or just other life, but is it just the getting to know somebody else as well, like that whole process, or you just genuinely don't want to be with nobody else?
I just don't care enough. Like, I really just don't care enough to be with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, relationship, like y'all be so good. Yeah, we would be, but that's work that I really don't care about putting in. Yeah. That might change at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? It might change, but as of right now, I'm good. I'm Gucci.
What advice would you give to a couple looking to get married?
It's a great question. It's a really good question. Make sure your spirituality is the same. If you're following biblical principles, study your role. Study your role as a husband. Study your role as the wife. If y'all are Muslim, study the Quran. Or the Quran. I can't remember how they're supposed to say it. Study your role. What is your role? If y'all don't believe in anything, what's your role? Talk about y'all's roles. What do you need? What does that person need from you? Why are y'all trying to make this work? Not just, oh well, that's just what people do. You can like people. There's billions of people in this world. Like, and for like, oh my God, my one soulmate. Stop all that. Stop all that. Just stop. Okay? All these billions of people in the world, you can be good with so many different people and have a wonderful relationship and marriage. So many different, and all sorts of colors. It don't gotta be, I've gotta be with a chick of this color or this nationality. You can find the same thing in anywhere. Study your role. Talk with each other. What's your role? Why are we doing this? Not just because this is what people do and I want to have a kid, but I don't want to look like I'm out here hoeing, so let me get married to do it. No, why? Why do we want to be together for the rest of our lives? What are we bringing one another? Study your role.
I don't know if you'd be able to answer this question because you kind of just said you don't care, but like what do you or what did you look for in a woman?
I ain't know. I really didn't know. She was my first girlfriend.
Like, so you ain't, like in high school, you ain't Nothing.
Didn't need to date.
Gotcha.
Didn't need to date.
Picking what you putting there.
Okay. Cool.
Well, I know you're talking about like, you know, you're not looking to date anytime soon, but like, what are some deal breakers for you?
Deal breakers. Shoot. I get one would be if I was to date, spirituality. Like we gotta be on the same page.
Yeah.
Like we gotta love God unconditionally. Like we gotta love Jehovah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Dang, deal breakers. I don't even know. I don't even know. Some deal breakers. I do like I do like a woman with curves though.
All right now.
That you got
Yes,
listen
Lord.
up.
That's
I'm
it.
dick. Yeah, that's that's not necessarily a deal breaker, but yeah, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't know no deal breakers or like what brings me joy from another person. I'm trying to find joy in my life still.
Right.
You know, that was the problem. Was I was still trying to find myself. My homegirl was like, I know what I want to do. She had such a rough life before me that settling down was what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
My life was chill. I had life to live.
Yeah.
That's kind of where she was like, okay, let's the settle down part. I'm trying to be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work out. I don't know no deal breakers, bro. Can't lie to you.
I feel it.
Yeah, I don't know deal breakers.
Gee, what's your deal breaker, bro? Since we're on the subject.
Respect. For sure. Like, don't get me wrong, you feel me? I don't mind when Shawty get a little aggressive, you know what I mean? Say it with your chest. You feel me?
Okay, I see your
But
chest.
at the same time, though, like, I'm not going to disrespect you to a point, and you're not going to disrespect me to a point.
Right.
So if you can't be respectful to a point, you feel me, then you can just get on.
Yeah.
Honesty, you know, I don't like being lied to. So if you're a liar, you know what I mean, I already have trust issues. I'm not going to trust you, and this relationship not going to work out. You know what I mean? Deal breakers. She can't be too friendly. That's for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I just have
Too friendly to you?
Nah, not to me. You know, to other people. You know what I mean? She can't just be overly friendly all over people. I just don't bang.
All
you know
the
what I mean?
males or males and females?
I'll just say males. You feel
Okay,
me?
okay. I was about to say. I know you.
What else, man?
Yeah.
If they can't get along with my family.
Ooh, that's
you
a
know
big
what I
one.
mean? Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Facts. That part.
Also, she's the type to put hands on. You know what I mean? I'm not going for that. You feel me? You could be mad. You can yell, and I'll be like, I don't even like being yelled at. Because I'm not going to yell at you, you know what I mean? If you ask my girl, she'll tell her, like, I've never yelled at her. There's no reason for me to. We're grown, you know what I mean? So it's like we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
You can be upset and show that you're upset in your tone, but you don't have to raise the tone or raise your voice. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not going to sit here and have you scream at me like I'm a little kid, but I'm not going to do it to you. You know what I mean?
Ooh. All right. Okay, big dog. What about you? Big homeboy? Brother too fast?
Hey, look now. I think now at this age, God is definitely like we gotta. You have to not just believe in God. You gotta love Him.
Ooh.
Like you have to like that. I went to church this morning. That was the sermon. It was like, do you love Him? Like, and so like you gotta love Him. Like you gotta love Him, and we love Him together. You gotta have your own relationship. Your relationship can't be based off mine. And so, you know what I mean? Like, you can't think that you're getting to heaven off my relationship because I'm not getting into heaven off yours. So, so I don't think believers enough. Like, you have to love Him unconditionally. And we have to be and we have to be on the same page that we're going to put Him first in our relationship. Like, it's me, you, and God. And so I feel like that's one thing. I don't think these are deal breakers. So I'm not going to mention them, but, like, that's the biggest thing for me at this point. Like, And I think like something that I yearn for, I would say, is like, you got to be about me, you know, like
For sure.
like you got to be about me, and because I'll be real, I'm selfish, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that like just me, but being about me is being about my family. Like that we're a package deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like Soldier would probably be the first person that meet my girl before my family. So if you can't get past him, you definitely can't meet my peeps. You know what I mean?
feel
Like we are all a package deal. Now does that mean that they gonna know every little detail about us? Hell no. You know what I mean? Soldier might know a little bit more, but even he not gonna know everything.
Of course.
You know,
That's how it's supposed to
but
be.
like we a package deal. You know what I mean? Like you got to get along with my mom, and my mom, she's gonna be a tough cookie now. My mom is a tough cookie. You know, she gonna give you a run, but that's the show. Like if you can get past her, you deserve to be here.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Same way how like I would love to meet their dad if he's present. You know what I mean? Or their people. Like I want to know them. That's you. You know, and if we get married, that's my dad now. That's my mom. That's my brother. That's my aunt. My uncle. You know what I mean? So I think that's a huge one. And then, so family, you gotta love God, not just believe. You gotta love Him.
Yeah.
And have your own relationship for yourself. And then also, I don't know. I think I'm open to a couple other things. But yeah, I think that's pretty much. Oh, you gotta want to have kids because I want kids.
Shout out.
For real, not a kid. I want a minimum of 2, maximum of 7. So,
Wait, max of 7.
I'm just giving a range.
Good
Let's be for real though.
7
kids,
children.
If it comes to
all from the same shorty.
yeah,
7 children.
I'm cool with it. I'm not saying I want that. Like that.
No. You said it.
No.
You
I said
said
max.
of
Which
max.
means
Yeah,
you would
you
have
okay
7
with it.
kids.
I would be cool with it, but that
Nah, you're
my
bugging.
hold on. Let me finish. I would be cool if it got to that. That's not where I want it to be. 2 to 3 is cool, but if it gets to 7, okay.
Okay, what happens? You got
Not all at the same time. 'Cause I know
okay.
you're very black.
No.
Yeah.
No. You got 6 kids.
Yeah.
You got 6 kids.
Okay.
All right, and then knock up shorty.
All right.
Y'all got twins.
We got 8 then. I mean,
To the max 7. One of them gotta go.
Hey, what do y'all motherfuckers get out?
One of y'all got to go. Okay, I don't know which one. All right, we'll flip a coin. One of y'all gotta go.
whichever one don't look like me.
That's crazy.
It's like that. It's like that. But I mean, yeah, I think those are my deal breakers. Because it's been a couple relationships I've had where like they're like, I don't want kids, and I'm like, I'm trying to convince people, bro. Like, and I didn't even like. It wasn't by force, but it was just like, I don't know. They knew I wanted to, so they were like, I love you, so I will. But I don't like that. Nah, you gotta want the kids for yourself.
It's a whole responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, you have that child for life. That is your child.
Yeah, and I don't want you to feel bad if you don't want kids. Like, this is not a bashing of that, because like, yo, that's fine. I just do, and so I just need you to understand that when we're going into it.
Yeah, so like, I feel like that's wonderful because y'all might be perfect for each other, but if homegirl like, no, I don't want kids. All right, it was a fun ride.
Yeah.
You're a wonderful person. I'm not here to convince you. You don't want children. Go our separate ways.
Yeah. And you know, I think that's hard for me. Is the going separate ways part is hard because man, short to be fine, and we love each other.
This nigga.
I'm for real, but like for real, bro. Like, good God, I'm like, God damn, like you. I don't know.
I mean, if you was going off, you know, we love each other, man. There's another fine shorty around the corner.
I
ain't
mean,
gonna lie to you.
but here's the thing though, is that my fine shorty. It could be,
I was gonna say you can make her yours.
but man, that's a lot of time and effort. Like, I'm just saying, like, we've been together 2-3 years, and now this is the one thing. It's like we can't get past this. That's hard to just let go.
I ain't gonna lie, but on that sense, yeah. But because she's fine,
Oh no, it's not. That's the first thing I said, so that might think that that's my biggest priority. That's not the biggest thing.
The way you said it.
Yeah,
The way you said it.
We can move on to the next.
shit.
Oh gosh.
All right, kind of shifting topics all the way. Talk about the day that Devin Perkins was born.
Oh my gosh. So Tamika went into labor on my birthday.
Oh snap.
Yeah, we was at some sort of festival or something right there at Ottawa Park in Eastern Maryland. We about to get us some food or something. She was like, I think my water just broke. So off we go to the hospital. Like, your water broke, off we go.
Yeah.
Something was wrong with the machines or what have you.
Right.
She was like, I'm feeling contractions. She was like, well, we're not seeing the contractions. She was like, I'm feeling them. And I was like, let me just stay out of this. I was just like, my job here is to just be present.
Yeah.
Homegirl, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's a phenomenal woman through and through. Homegirl pushed. Eventually, they were like, oh, you are having contractions. She was like, I've been telling y'all this for hours now.
Yeah.
So, crazy thing, she pushed for 4 hours. Now, I know some people, I pushed for 8. Okay. Calm down, everybody. All right, calm down. All right, she put, like, I had to watch her push for 4 straight hours.
Yeah.
Right? All different positions and everywhere trying to get the baby out. Right? And then they call it vacuum, which I don't like the term vacuum.
Yeah.
Because basically it's a suction cup. So it's where you put it, like, put it through his goes in the baby's head and, like, push and it comes out.
Right.
So they were like, we don't have to use vacuum. I heard Hoover. Like, I heard, like, zzz, and I'm like, you ain't gonna put my baby in the Hoover. Okay, they ain't happening, all right? Dyson, nothing. All right, you're not putting it in there. And then they just had a little suction cup. And in there, and push, Devin Lindsay came out. She had, like, a little Abu hat from the suction cup. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. And saw her come out, burst into tears. Burst into tears. To this day, I have no clue why. And there was a dude I worked with, his name is Danny, at Nike. And he was like, man, when your baby's born, you just gonna cry. You're not gonna know why, but you're gonna start crying. I was like, ain't no crying. Ain't no crying.
Yeah.
And Tamika was like, you better cry. I was like, I can't guarantee you that. She came out. Whoo, them tears started, like, flowing. For real. Like, flowing. Don't know why. To this day, couldn't tell you if it was happiness or relief or happy. It was like, she there. And the first thing this little girl did, they put her, like, on the table or whatever. Started pooping. A bunch of it. I was like, oh my God. It's like, is this normal, everybody? Like, I'm looking at the doctor, they all just, well, congratulations. I'm like, y'all see? Y'all see this? Yeah. Y'all see what she's doing? And so we almost had to change her name because 2 Devin Perkinses, because I'm D-V-I-N, she's D-V-Y-N. So just, like, think about taxes and stuff. Like, people would have got us mixed up. Like, we would go to the doctor's office and they'd be like, okay, we're here for Devin Perkins. Devin Perkins, born in 1990? No, fool. like no, the one that was born, like, a couple days ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this year. So her name was gonna be Lindsay Devin.
Okay.
Versus Devin Lindsay. So yeah.
Well, why did I decide to keep it Devin Lindsay?
Because she ended up being born on May 3rd versus May 2nd.
So that's what.
Yeah. So, if she was born on my birthday, we would have changed the name. Sorry, I didn't clarify that.
Oh, no,
yeah. If she was born on my birthday, it should have been Lindsay Devin versus Devin Lindsay. Yeah.
How would you describe being a father?
I was a good ass father. I was a good ass father. I may not have treated her mother well, but I tried to show Devin Lindsay, how to treat people. She was a blessing, and fatherhood is phenomenal. And I was a typical dad, like, play. Like, let's play. She knew if she wanted to play, she can go to dad.
Yeah.
I remember being in the bed and it'd be summertime, I'm trying to recover from teaching. Woo, yeah, I recovered during the summertime. I heard them feet coming down the hall. Climb up on the bed. Daddy. Yes, baby girl. Can we go outside? I'm like, what? Please. So the answer was always yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It might have been, give me, girl, I need some more sleep. Then we'll go outside later.
Yeah.
Even though she kind of just kept waking me up. And then, so, like, me getting extra sleep was like, okay, she's finna come wake you up. Or it's like, okay, we're finna go outside and we can come back in so I can go back to sleep. Or come on, baby girl, let's just get up.
Yeah.
Cause she up early. She be up early. I'm like, baby girl, oof, let me sleep in, please. But no, fatherhood, it's a blessing. It's like an absolute blessing to be a present father. Like, to have her be a part of what I enjoyed, which was sports. So she was at all the sporting events.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like after soccer games, especially after a win, she'd be there. She'd run out on the field. I'd scoop her up and everything. It's like, wow, like that is my daughter.
Yeah.
And she looked like me. Like she looked just like me. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Father was amazing, man. Amazing.
What does it mean to you that you were able to experience being a father?
Shoot, it means, to me, it means that I was fortunate enough. Like, Jehovah saw enough in me to be like, here's this gift. Because Tamika had always been told she never had kids. Yeah. And so, you know, found out she was pregnant and everything. Was like, whoa, like this is a gift. It's like, it feels like it is a literal gift. And like, I looked for all of the typical stuff, like the up late night, the blowouts. You know, like, man, we on the road, we rolling, cruising. All right, let's stop, get something to drink and keep on going, get something to eat, and then all of a sudden, they have to like clean the whole child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The potty training, changing diapers, going to school, first learning to walk, starting to talk. It was like having fun in general. It was like, I'm in the world. It's like, what a gift. Like, children are a joy. They are a complete joy. And even while Devin Lindsay had her health problems, still just a joy. Like, it means that it's just a gift. It is a gift. It's a gift and a half, you know. It's unfortunate that some people abuse that gift. They not realizing, not everybody perfect. You know what I'm saying? People got their issues that, you know, they working on. I'm just saying, it's just really unfortunate that people take advantage of that gift, because it truly is like a gift. It's not guaranteed.
How long have you been coaching?
Oh shoot. Technically, I've been teaching athletes, if you will, since 17.
Okay.
Actually, not like 16, because I used to teach swim lessons.
Okay.
So, wow. So 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been teaching swim lessons, and I taught the little kids.
Yeah.
Taught the little kids all the way up to adults. I didn't taught adults how to swim.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I was on the swim team, homeboy.
What was that like? How was that like? The difference between teaching kids and adults?
It's kind of the same. It's like confidence. The older people are a little bit. I feel like younger kids are a little bit more adventurous, while the older people are like a little reserved. I guess maybe they're like embarrassed that they can't swim. Yeah. Like, I was in my 20s teaching women in their like 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Yeah. How to swim. And so, I might have made them a little nervous back in the day, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Shirt off and everything. I'm playing. But, yeah. So I did that, and I had a guy, I can't remember his name right now. I don't even know how we got in contact with each other, but he asked me to come out for like a soccer camp or something like that. Yeah. And so I started helping with that. Obviously, I worked at the high school. Yeah. And I had the dude asked me, he's like, hey, there's like a U18. They don't have a coach for the night for practice. Can you go out there? And it was in Denton. I was like, sure, it's not a problem. Went out there, And then Bramble, Janelle, that's my homegirl right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she is the reason why I have what I have and why 3D soccer training is what 3D soccer training is. So her little boy at the time was on the team, and she was like, hey, so we don't have a coach. Are you going to be the coach? And I was like, I reckon. So I went out there for one practice and ended up being the coach throughout the full season. We lost every game.
Damn.
Except for the last one.
Yeah.
Lost every game. We had so much fun. And then she the one that brought it to my attention. It was like, hey, you really should start like doing some training. Like, you have the credentials.
Right.
You know, and yeah. So I started. Started during COVID too. So I had to keep the kids like 6 feet apart, like doing drills. A lot of it was individual type stuff versus being together. Like, I stayed away, like, you know. Yeah. So, yeah. I can coach it, man. I can coach it.
I know. You a big part of why I feel like I was so great at track, you know?
Oh, yeah, you was.
Yeah, I mean, you don't gotta do all that. Yeah, but I feel like, you know, just the, I don't know, just like, you know, you just care. I feel like I carried a lot of how you coach into my coaching. Like, you really cared about the small things as far as just like the details. Like, it looked like y'all need to stretch right now. Like,
yes.
Like, before and after, y'all need to drink Pedia. Like, it's disgusting, but drink it. You know what I'm, nigga. Like, you know, but just all those little things, like, you know, you really like cared about that stuff. Like, hey, take ice baths. Like, do we need to take you out of food line to get some ice bath, to get some ice for the ice baths, like all that type stuff, you know? Like, it just really shows, like, it's not just like you just do it because you happen to be good at soccer. Like, you care about, you know what I mean? For instance, like, we even talked about it, like the how the 3-day training is free of charge. Like, who does that? Takes the time out of their day to go train other people's kids for free. Like, you don't, all you do is take donations, and it's not like a, hey, like, hey, whatever you can give, you know? And it's not, because it's not even about that. It's about the fact that you just care about people's development. Like, that's
absolutely, man. Like, for real. So, little caveat, we used to charge.
Yeah.
We used to charge $20 per athlete per session.
Yeah.
Out at Sykes Field in Fredericksburg. And we got some flack, got some pushback from the county, like, y'all are charging at free fields.
Yeah.
So that's where the whole donation thing came from. Now, granted, we've had people to come out and say, we can't afford your prices.
Right.
Because if you had more than one kid, it'd be $15 per kid.
Yeah.
I think one family had 3 kids or something to that effect. So, you know, that'd have been $45.
Right.
I think they can only muster like 15 or 20. Okay.
Right.
It's not about his money.
Yeah.
I live 15 minutes from the fields. I mean, the kids stay active. I enjoy being out there. Why not, man?
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie. For what they learn and such. Now, granted, we ain't got like the top flight equipment. I can't fit that much equipment in my vehicle. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I could. In theory, I could charge a lot more.
Right.
It's not about that.
Yeah.
And it's not about that. I'm very fortunate to have had a wonderful trainer coming up, coach. You know, I'm in contact with him to this day. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, look where we at. It's Caroline County, man. You know, like, who am I to try to be a big shot?
Right.
But I would do this no matter where I was.
Right.
I don't care if I was in New York, in Florida, Georgia, Cali, Oregon. I would still find fields and advertise, hey, only work on donation. Come on out.
Right.
So I love the game.
Yeah. I think that's what it's all about.
That should be.
Okay, so do you give your athletes relationship advice?
More like funny relationship advice.
Okay.
Be like, you better watch yourself. Like, type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anyone's ever necessarily came to me about relationship advice per se. I think that's kind of just tell them be careful. I actually might, I won't say deter them from dating per se, but I was like, it's probably easy if you wait to start dating because y'all don't know each other. Then I bust out the stats, just like you bust out the stats earlier. I'm talking about Lamar Jackson, okay?
Yeah.
The stats are less than 5% of middle school relationships make it to marriage. Less than 10% of high school relationships make it to marriage.
Wow.
Over half of them end in divorce.
Sheesh.
So what you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I let them pick. Go ahead, date. I get the whole like high school dating, middle school date. Go ahead. Wasn't for me, but you know that dating like wasn't for me.
You know he was doing.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't. You wasn't there. You wasn't there. You wasn't there.
Nobody giving him that Thor's hammer. That's what he. That's what he would do.
Y'all wasn't
Do you feel like you father your athletes?
Yes, I do. Absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
I take care of them like they're my actual children.
Yeah.
Because in theory, they're under my care.
Mm-hmm.
So, even though I'm not the head coach for soccer or outdoor track, they're my kids.
Yeah.
They are my children for nothing else because their parents have left them in my care.
Yeah.
And so I try to, I won't say we because I'm fortunate enough to work with coaches that are on the same page as far as like earn your keep. So that whole freshman thing, like freshmen clean up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Earn your keep. You just got here.
I'm dead.
You think I'm playing? Earn your keep. And I tell these athletes, they'll tell all the time, I tell them, I will feel sorry for you, but I've been there. I've been a freshman twice.
Yeah.
In high school and in college. So guess what? 2 years I had to carry all the equipment.
Right.
Yeah, so like, hey, freshman. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning up after yourself, being on time, communication. Like Coach Dennis and myself for indoor track.
Shout out Coach Dennis.
Yeah, shout out. Danielle was having. I think she a little under the weather right now, but you know, hopefully she could start feeling better.
Sure.
But yeah, when you email, you don't email just one coach.
Mm-hmm.
You email both of us.
Right.
There's consequences for not doing so.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, coaches like, oh, you got punishments. I like to call them consequences.
Yeah.
And some good old fashioned Perkins consequences too, boy.
Yeah, man, like them abs is crazy, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. Niggas was looking like Greek gods in
Oh yeah, man. We can have some wonderful core exercise. Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be perusing the internet, be like, I can't wait to do that when somebody act a fool. Can't wait to do that when somebody act a fool.
Yeah, I definitely implemented that when I was coaching middle school track. Like, y'all want to come to practice? Cool. Mm-hmm. Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, that right there. Just wait.
Oh yeah.
Just wait. Yeah, but they my kids, man.
Yeah.
They all my kids, and even afterwards, like, oh my gosh, for soccer, it's crazy. After our last game of the season, which is always in the playoffs, well, line up. The seniors line up. We line up, everybody go through daps and hugs and everything. Mm-hmm. Can't tell you how many kids done cried in my arms.
Mm.
Because they're like, Perkins, I held it together until I got to you. I knew I was going to lose it.
Mm.
I care about them.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be hard on you.
Right.
Take it personally.
Yeah.
We're just playing ball. Like we're running track. Like, calm down. Yeah, I'm going to be hard on you. Be all right.
Yeah.
You'll bounce back. Yeah.
That's what comes with the sport, though. I feel like a lot of coaches or a lot of parents are like, man, why you talk to my kid like that? Like, hey, look, I don't got nothing against your kid. If anything, I want them to be great. Like, that's the whole thing.
Part.
Like that's what it takes to be great.
That part. You
know what I mean? Like, let's look at the greats for a second. Like Bill Belichick held Tom Brady to the highest standard. He did not treat nobody different. He's like, look, like I don't give a damn who you is. If anything, you're supposed to be the GOAT.
Yeah.
Why you playing like this?
There you go.
You know what I mean?
I feel that. And so, like, I this one thing I try to tell the kids, man, don't take it personal. You can be upset with me. Mm-hmm. I ain't want to hear this stuff all the time. My coach sometimes is killing me. Don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Because in a few minutes, you're going to be fine.
Switching gears a little bit. Can you elaborate on the importance of having emotional intelligence in a relationship?
Whew. If I had it, I'd be better off. God, emotional intelligence. I didn't have it. Shoot, I'm working on that now. Emotional intelligence. That is a great word, or a great set of words. Emotional intelligence. Like being able to feel what you feel, but also express it. And if you can't express it, tell the person, can you wait a little bit? I don't know what I'm feeling, how I'm feeling. Give me some time to think about how I'm feeling. I wish I had these qualities that I've been talking about today.
Yeah.
I don't have it today. Sometimes I don't know how I feel, and sometimes I just shut down. I won't talk to nobody. Like, I won't talk to nobody when that's the time I need to talk to somebody.
Right.
And I just like, you know what, I'll just sit in my thoughts and feelings. I'll just sit here. Versus being like, hey, I'm feeling this way right now. I don't need you to respond. I don't need you to give me any advice. Can you just listen? And hopefully you got somebody like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of that, listen to just listen. And then be honest. Ask the person, okay, you look emotional or whatever, or interrupt me, like, excuse me, I know you're talking, what have you. What is your desired outcome right now? Are we trying to solve a problem together? Do you want me to just listen? Or what's that, you want me to fix something? You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, okay, well, if you're talking to me, especially males, well, if you're talking to me, that means there's a problem, let's solve it. Not necessarily. Might just need to talk. But that's where you said emotional intelligence is to talk about that stuff before y'all get there. You know, that's something that y'all should converse about, or like be able to express between one another, which is like, hey, such and such and such and such. Okay, are we trying to solve the problem? And have the emotional intelligence to not be like, no, I'm not trying to solve a problem. It's like, well, no, I'm not trying to solve a problem. I guess I was just venting about today. You know?
That's interesting.
Like, a lot of people, when we listen to try to solve problems, that's my biggest pet peeve is people interrupting me while I'm talking.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of athletes get consequences. By the way, interrupting me while I'm talking, don't do that. Like, I'm talking. Right. I'm the head honcho. I'm the big dog right now.
Right.
Okay. But I used to do this a lot. You telling me something, I'm like, let's fix it. I need to be fixed sometimes. Yeah. Just listen.
Yeah.
And then she might even tell you he or she might even tell you what they need.
Yeah.
God, emotional intelligence. Oh my God, what a beautiful thing to have. Emotional intelligence. That is a wonderful question. I ain't never been asked that before. Never in my life. Like the importance of emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Wow.
What influenced you to enter into the mental health space?
My own mental health. I was suicidal at one point. Yeah, I had every intention of, I don't own any firearms or anything. I didn't know any other way. I was gonna head to the big bridge, and I was about to jump. Tamika called me and was like, please, don't. I was headed that way. And my anxiety was so bad. I was on medicine, but it wasn't working. And I knew the only way to get rid of my anxiety was to get rid of myself. So, and Devin Lindsay actually witnessed it, unfortunately. Well, actually, I'm gonna say fortunately, because she understood. I had pneumonia, I was anxious and suicidal. So like I collapsed on the floor. I was like, I don't want to be here no more, what have you. My mother-in-law, I was like, you gotta take me to Easton right now or else I'm not gonna make it. She was like, no, the best care is across the bridge. So I was like, you can't take me across the bridge because I'm gonna get out the car and I'm gonna jump. And she was like, I don't care if I have to hold you in this car, we going across the bridge. As we got to the bridge, I just closed my eyes, like, okay, let's get across, we'll be fine. Unfortunately, we did. And then we got to Anne Arundel, and my dad called me. He did not understand. Didn't understand. He was like, think about Jesus, think about like your kids, like you don't understand right now. Shout out to my parents for looking into it and be like, oh, that was what you was going through. But yeah, so like I spent 2 days at Anne Arundel, and then they shipped me off to another place. Can't remember what it was off the top, but that's where I got my mental health care, and that's when they upped my medicine. So that's what I'm on now and everything. But it's crucial. What is anybody without their mental health? Who is anybody without their mental health? You know what I'm saying? And shoot, I'll be the beacon for it. Nobody want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. Like it's the thing now, if you will. Like, oh, let's talk. Been talking about it.
Yeah.
Been talking about it. Like, take care of yourself. Whatever that means. Like, take care of yourself. You gotta take care of your mental, because that's what you think. That is what you think. And if your thought process ain't there, you ain't got nothing. So like, because I've been there. Yeah. I know how it feels laying on the floor and not want to live no more. Like, I know how it feels to be in them dark spaces where you really can't talk to nobody. Yeah. So, same thing, like from athletics to mental health, I've been there. Why wouldn't I get back? Like, I got a gift. Why hold on to a gift? Give it.
Yeah.
Give it.
Is there anything you do outside of the medication for your anxiety at this moment?
So I see a therapist and a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to therapy, y'all. Like, shout out to therapy. Okay. People got all this stuff about therapy. Go to therapy. Talk with somebody. Trained professionals. They help. So talk to my therapist, and then my psychiatrist in charge of my meds. Try to eat relatively healthy. Staying active with coaching. Drink a lot of water. I read my Bible. I pray. I go to my services. I go to the Kingdom Hall. Yeah, all that stuff is part of your mental health. I watch sports, which I enjoy. Yeah. I scroll social media from time to time. At the end of it, ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you don't want to do nothing. Just scroll, just see what's up. Yeah. So I just try to take care of myself, like, to the best of my ability. Just try to be chill.
Do you woosah?
Meditate. I need to do more meditation, but I do.
What the hell is that?
Man, we got this, kid. Shit.
You never seen nobody be like, woosah. Like, they just be trying to get themselves together.
You know, you say yeah, but like, nah, I ain't never like, what the fuck?
I caught it. I caught the woosah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, meditate. Like, just breathing, like, legit, just like a, before you do something.
Yeah. That's what I smoke.
Hey, to each their own, big dog. You know what I'm saying? To each their own.
I mean, my therapist told me it's basically the same thing, you know what I mean? Inhale, exhale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I did hear from a therapist that blowing bubbles is the same thing, because like and you get the bubbles.
Type shit.
Yeah, so instead of just breathing in and out with just carbon dioxide, you get some bubbles. I might start doing that at school.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just blowing bubbles down. Y'all stressing me out.
When would you say is the right time for people to get married? Like age, financial status, etc.
Ooh, if you're able to take care of yourself financially, I know that much. Like, it shouldn't be one person about to pick up the other person.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all should have separate bills, like, and I feel like y'all should have lived life. But that's just from my experience. Okay. I know people that have gotten married young and they stay married. I know people that have gotten married older and that junk's gone. I really think it comes back to what we talked about earlier, which is your spirituality. Like you say, you gotta have your own relationship with God. I feel like you should have your own space. Like, maybe that is with a roommate. Okay, that's fine. That still is your own space. I want to say car because I'm talking like to the masses. Not everybody has access to transportation like that.
Yeah.
You should have your own at some point. You know, like, you should have your own, and then make sure y'all on the same page. I don't care what age it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should live a little bit. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should live a little bit. Be single for a while. Like early 20s, maybe like mid 20s would be like, that's what you should start looking for me. That's just me. That's just me. Let life for a little bit.
You a young stallion. Yeah.
See what? Man, shoot, let life a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, find your likes, your dislikes,
Mm-hmm.
what you really into. Some people find out they don't even want to live in the United States because they didn't travel. They're like, I don't want to go back there.
True.
You know, but you get married young, that person's like, I'm perfectly fine because my family's here.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Man, spiritually, you gotta be on board spiritually.
Yeah.
Me personally, whatever spirituality means to you, whatever that means to both of them, you gotta be on the same page because that will tell you the right time. That'll tell you the right. Spirituality will tell you the right time. Y'all can both be atheists but still be spiritually together.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. You feel me? Wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Wait on it.
Yeah.
Do you think healthy relationships are boring?
Mm-mm. I don't think so. It depends on people's term of healthy, I feel like.
Or like, you ever hear people be like, man, you need a little bit of toxicity, you know? You need to argue sometimes to keep it a little spicy.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
That's not me. I don't like to argue whatsoever. Like, honestly, don't even understand why people argue. Maybe that's why being in a relationship is difficult for me. I don't understand. It's like, why can't we just chit chat?
Mm-hmm.
If you're frustrated with me or what have you, why can't you just be like,
Emotions get high, you know?
I know, and I've been on both sides. I've been like my emotions high, but that was because I was not emotionally intelligent enough to realize that you're not coming at me, you're just talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had a thing about perfection.
Yeah.
Like, when I would watch film of myself playing ball, the reason why I would play to not make mistakes.
Right.
Which is not a bad thing. That made me a solid player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course I made mistakes, but I was like, man, when I look at film, I don't want to see no mistakes. I'm gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of thought process is that? Really thinking I can't make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And like, own up to it.
Yeah.
Like, just own up to it. I don't know, that's just me. Like, just own up. That's wild. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm sitting here with y'all, I'm thinking, how I want it to be perfect? I want it to be perfect.
You trying to be him?
Yeah, you already know. Yes. I was trying to be the man upstairs. I was trying to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then not take accountability for it. So, wow. Y'all done brought a lot of emotions up about me today, man. Y'all better chill. Y'all better stop. Oh, shoot.
Do you think cheating is a choice or a mistake?
It's definitely a choice. Because whatever choices that you made, that it had to lead up to it. So, some people, you know, some people might have one encounter. Oh my God, it was a mistake. What was you doing beforehand? Where was you at? What type of environment were you in? What was y'all talking about? What were y'all eating? What were y'all drinking? Where was you? Okay, that led up to it. At the end of the day, it might be a mistake, but those choices led up to it. Or it might be like an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
It's still a choice, in my opinion. I think at the end of the day, it is a mistake, but your choices led up to said mistake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, for instance, like, real simple, you get a speeding ticket. What led up to that? You woke up late, lollygag. You felt like you had to speed to get to work or what have you. Now you got the ticket. All of those were choices that led to your mistake.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I don't cheating. Emotional cheating.
That's another one.
Emotional cheating. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Because anything, the term intimacy, telling and doing something with somebody, with doing and telling something to somebody that you wouldn't tell anybody else. You can be intimate with somebody and never have sex with them.
For sure.
That whole, I ain't never told nobody this. Intimacy.
Ooh, Lord. I do declare.
That's intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think that, oh man, all I did was, no.
Yeah.
Male, female, in between, I don't care what you got. Okay? That's intimacy.
Yeah.
Little kids are intimate. Don't tell nobody but such and such.
Okay.
It's a form of intimacy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that whole, I ain't never told nobody this, but them words right there, they got so many people in trouble. Yeah. Choices. That's a choice to speak.
Facts.
That is a choice to speak
Yeah.
and do. It's choices.
I feel it.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Look, man.
Ooh.
I ain't said nothing.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the saying "happy wife, happy life"?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But not just happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
It's kind of typical, and that's another thing about marriage I see is like that is kind of true. Like happy wife, happy life, just because women are the more emotional creatures.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as they're happy, men can just sit and watch and just be cool.
Yeah.
I think Bill Burr might have said it, the comedian. He was like, women hate the fact that we can just sit and just watch sports. Like, ugh. We just sitting there watching the ball game, and we having the time of our lives.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I can sit there. I sit in the same spot on the couch. I get the pizza. I sit it right here. I get to eat and just cooling. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And but that's typical. And then like I feel like typically on the female side it's like we're not engaging, like we're not talking, like
I don't need all that.
Like watching their TV shows or whatever, and they gotta talk about it.
They talk the whole way through. What do you think about this? It's been 10 seconds. I don't know. Well, let me tell you. Can I watch it first? Can I get to know the person?
Oh my gosh, like them drama like, God, a typical woman show is that pop the balloon or fall in love.
Oh hell,
boy.
You might gotta do one of them episodes.
Trying to get you killed.
Not you, bro. You gonna be the host, bro. You gonna be the host.
Gosh, like that is. I feel like that's like a female's like central. Like that is.
What?
That is estrogen.
I ain't gonna lie. Have you sat there and watched them?
I have.
They cool. I ain't gonna hold you. They cool.
They not bad. Although if I walked in. If I walked in and 8 balloons, my knees gonna buckle. My knees gonna buckle. I'm putting cradles in the floor. Bro, my knees will buckle. You think I'm playing? Like, what is my life right now? 8 balloons pop.
I ain't gonna lie, that's so crazy.
Oh,
right there, man.
That
What I do? You start thinking about your whole life like that.
I know. Right? Just walk in, boom, boom, boom. It's like, oh shoot, oh God, my life. I can't be up here fooling with y'all.
That's great. Like, yo.
Oh man, yeah. Happy wife, happy life to an extent. Not gonna lie.
I'm gonna lie. You the first person that said yeah. Everybody else said no.
As I've gotten older, just realized as long as she happy, because like at the end of the day, it's not like she. Hopefully, y'all have talked about certain things.
Yeah.
So like, if she's happy, obviously she's probably gonna be making you happy as well. I ain't gonna lie, happy wife trying to get in the sack with you sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. The happier she is, this is so misogynist, if you will. Hopefully, I'll make you happy enough that you want trying to jump my boats. I'm just keeping it real. Hopefully, I'll make you happy enough to where you want to get it in.
And look, I ain't gonna lie, man. Look, Oh, you got me this? Okay. Oh, you want that Thor's hammer, dude.
I did not say that. Everybody, y'all heard that? That did not come from me. That came from Robert.
The government is crazy. We will be cut that. Sorry.
No, you're not lying though in the sense though, like from what I've like learned over the years, it's like a woman can be complicated, but it's simple at the same time. You feel me? As long as you keeping her like, it could be the slightest thing for a woman and her whole mood is thrown off. Whether she's in stress, you know what I mean, anxiety, like, you know, whether she's happy or not. You know, it could have been the simplest or smallest thing, but it affected her so much. And it's like, you know, once you have your woman and you got a little check that you do, okay, what's wrong? Is it something, this, or this? You know, it's pretty easy to, like, you know, keep them happy in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I believe happy life, like for real. Or at least they run smoother. You know what I mean?
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
It's like a machine. If it's not properly maintenance, you know what I mean? It may still work. You know what I mean? But if it's properly maintenance, it's gonna run a lot smoother. Shit's just gonna be working better.
The only thing I'll say to that is, if she doesn't have her own happiness inside her, then she'll never be happy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's my only thing with that is like I've been in positions where people are looking for me to make them happy. If your happiness is based off me, nigga. you up for a roller coaster because every day I don't got it. Some days like, and it's usually a Sunday. Sundays I'm dead. That's my day. I don't want to do nothing. I'm laying here. I don't work out on Sundays. I try to get to 500 push-ups. I'll get to 150. You know what I mean? Like, I might watch the game all day. Like, that's all I want to do. So if you want me to make you happy that day, you're gonna be a disappointed soul. Also, we're humans and we're flawed. Mm-hmm. Like, humans will always let you down. People will always let you down. That's just, you know. So I feel like in the sense that if I'm adding to the happiness you already have, that's one thing. But if you're looking for me to supply your whole happiness, ain't nobody gonna be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Y'all boys on something, man. Shoot. Well, I see y'all. Go ahead. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit. All right. So, how do you make a woman happy?
You gotta learn it. You gotta learn it. Make a woman happy by being yourself, and hopefully, you being yourself makes that woman happy.
Right.
You know, that's why I say you have to learn her. So, like us, for instance, Tamika knew if the ball game on, the ball game on. It don't matter what sport. If it's sports on,
catch you in 3 hours.
You already know. Like, she said it one time, and I'm watching the game. She's like, I know not to become between a man and his baseball.
Mm-hmm.
That is, yeah. She knows me that well, right, that I'm locked into these games.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just like a passerby. Like, I'm typically locked in, especially if my team playing.
Oh yeah.
Because we're in Baltimore, so Tampa Bay don't play all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Tampa Bay Rays, Tampa Bay Lightning, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, I can't always watch them. Right. Orlando Magic, I can't always watch them. Columbus Crew, I can't always watch them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, when they own,
right.
Okay, so you just gotta learn. You gotta learn, and then you learn. Myself does not make this person happy. Who I am, at my core, does not make this person happy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like we said, billions of people in this world. There's billions of people that us three could have a happy life with, that we talked about.
Right.
Happy life, have the 12 kids you want. And,
yeah. That's a lot of kids.
I said 7.
Bro, he said 7, bro. That man said 12.
What? Shit. Yeah, once you get to a certain point, I just make up a number.
What, you gonna drive a minivan or something, Kyle?
And I have
take 2 trips?
Yeah. You're gonna need a Suburban.
I'm cool with it.
That's a lot of money. That's gas.
No,
how many
I'm ahead of bread.
doing shit?
Okay. You ahead of bread.
Because you talking about 7 kids. Plus,
Ooh.
you and your wife.
That's 9. That's a bus.
First of all, I said not all at one time. So eventually somebody's going to be driving outside of me. 1. 2, who said we all going to the same place at the same time?
It's family. Y'all going to Disney.
Man,
You was going to
it
Disney.
depends on the occasion.
You going to Disney.
Okay, what? It depends.
That's a lot of money.
Hey, look.
You gonna have the bread.
I'm going to say I had a bread, so I ain't tripping about that.
Yeah, but it's a lot of kids.
That's fine. I
12
come
women.
from a big family. I'm cool.
You watch the Loud House?
You know what? Hey, listen, man.
The Loud House. Oh my gosh.
Man, I'm not chill on me, bro. It's a woman out there looking like, I had this 7 kids.
You're right. They can't
crazy
wait.
too.
Hey, look, that's why we're going to be crazy together.
That's fine. But yeah, like
And if you like it, I love it, cuz.
you already know. You already know. Gosh, it's like people. I don't know. For me, I just hate the fact. Not hate. That's a strong word. I don't like the fact people's like, oh, it's my soulmate. There's somebody in this world that's just like that person. There's somebody in the world that's just like me. Obviously, each person are the same. There's some short black guy running around Africa that's just like me.
I'm dead.
Or Germany. Or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like me. Like, got my same mannerisms and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just,
So you don't think people is like one person for somebody?
no, I'm just looking at numbers.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you're like that one person for somebody, but don't act like you can't be happy with some other person.
Okay,
Like,
I see what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying? Like, don't act like that.
Yeah.
Be happy with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Be happy, but say there's billions of people, like 9 billion people in this world.
Mhm.
So you tell me not one other person could make you just as happy, if not happier.
Yeah, I see
Billion.
what you're saying. Ain't gonna lie.
Like, I'm just playing a numbers game. I'm just playing a numbers game.
Yeah.
So, shout out to numbers.
I feel that. I do not subscribe to these ideologies.
No, but I get what you're saying.
No,
Like,
it makes complete
Yeah,
sense.
like I know, like more than likely somebody in your culture or like religion, like that's probably gonna be, you know, that's the pool that you probably gonna select from. So I get what you're saying, but like I'm just talking about numbers game. Like I don't know everybody in the world,
Yeah,
that's
for
plenty
sure.
of efficiency.
Absolutely.
so yeah. So take care of that one person you got though.
Real live.
Take care of that one person.
On game. Last question, then we're going to get you up out of here now. How do you feel about going 50-50 with a woman?
What you mean?
Financially?
Financially? If that's what if that's what y'all up to, y'all say going 50-50.
What about personally?
Don't matter to me. Going 50-50. Like I know some people that they just have an account for bills.
Yeah.
So they have their own separate account.
Mm-hmm.
They just put the money for bills and they spend whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a 50-50 deal.
Yeah.
You know, like you know approximately how much the other person make. Y'all can put like a percentage in or something like that. Don't matter to me. Like for me, I'm thinking, I feel like I would have no problem being the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
Tamika always made more money than me, no matter what we was doing.
Yeah.
Like to this day, she makes like triple more than I make, something like that.
Mhm.
Some, it's up there. It's
Yeah.
close to triple. I'm so jealous.
That shit came out of nowhere.
I'm so jealous. God bless. She do a lot of work. Like, don't get. She do a lot of work. Like
Yeah.
she be on the go. I don't want to travel as much as she be traveling. Homegirl be gone.
Yeah.
I don't know how she do it. I don't know how she stay sane.
Yeah.
But I'm so jealous. Y'all have no idea. I want that. I want that. and it's crazy because in the teaching profession, I ain't never finna get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wouldn't mind being a breadwinner. Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. But
you don't mind if I mean, obviously you just said for the relationship she was, so you don't mind your woman being a breadwinner?
I had no choice. First of all, I had no choice in the matter. All right, she made more bread than me. She was more of a hustler than I was. I was like content with stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was content. Like I didn't need a lot of money. She was like, next move, next move, next move.
Right.
I'm like, I like this place I'm at right now. Like, I can stay here. So yeah. Man, I appreciate y'all boys having me, man. Real talk.
Nah,
bro.
man. We
Sure,
appreciate you. This is you funny. Alright, and I'm gonna let you know you're gonna be the godfather for all 7 of my kids.
That's fine. You already know I'm beat up. Man, let me Uncle Perk. What you talking about?
Now, I say he was saying something about it. So both of
Shit, I
them.
gotta steal you.
Bro, you know what it is, bro.
Okay, let me not get involved in y'all.
I'm just saying, 7 kids, I ain't get one. God dang it. For real, what the fuck am I doing? You crazy.
Man, you gonna be the uncle. I'm just godfather, man. You gonna be the uncle, man. Well, I can be uncle. You can godfather.
Yeah, we'll switch it up.
I will switch it up.
You know what the difference is?
What you mean?
Like between Godfather and Uncle.
I mean, I'm pretty sure legally something would happen to the kids. They
Yeah,
go to
if I die,
exactly.
yeah, that's you. You want all 7?
All 7 is crazy. You like 2 or 3, bro.
Y'all other ones, y'all got to fend for y'all. I don't know about y'all.
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh,
Cool, you know, too many people. I just can't have them all in the spot.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't messing with you, bro.
Oh, shoot.
My mom had a lot of kids, though. But 7 kids, bro? God damn.
How many kids your mom got?
Oh, shit, bro. It's probably like, let me see. I got, what, two brothers. I got 2 sisters. Technically 3, you know what I mean? But, and then, you know, there was one that fortunately died or whatever. But,
My condolences.
yeah, it is what it is. I ain't know.
Why you
The way he looked over there. Hey, that's your little bro.
The way he looked was like, I can't deal. I can't deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't gonna be able to make it. I gotta drop
That's your
home.
homie, bro.
Hey, look, let's get out of here. Hey,
Alright.
thank y'all for tuning in. You want to shout out your social medias?
Hey, Perk for President. Lowercase P-E, oh shit, I'm looking the wrong way. P-E-R-K, the number 4, and President. If I got you in school or something like that, you're a young cat, I ain't gonna follow you back till you graduate. Just throwing it out there. And then 3D soccer training. Alright?
Yeah.
3D soccer training. So that's 3D soccer training at gmail.com. Just hit me up. We'll be in contact and such. We get the training.
Yeah.
Sound good?
And then I'm gonna definitely tag everything on our posts and in the description below. You can follow me at Robby2Fast on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat.
Do we still got TikTok?
I did.
Do we have it?
Yeah.
Or did it get banned?
It came back the
It
same
came
day
back?
in like 14 hours.
Oh.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was some other shit with it, bro. Like if you had it, like if you didn't delete it or some shit like that, like you could still use it and stuff. But like, Shawty deleted it. She had to change her whole like VIP or
Damn.
whatever. Yeah, location. Like she was in Canada or something.
Wow.
She was crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely just deleted it off my phone. I got it on my business phone though. I could just log in.
Well, I was ready to say I don't know about now, but like she had to change her location and everything. Like she had to cancel a couple subscriptions just to get that bitch.
Cool. Shit,
Yeah.
TikTok, I don't want it that bad.
I mean, you know, you can just get subscriptions again, but you know that was her app. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So like she was like, nah, fuck all that.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
She can have it.
What's your social media, bro?
Man, it's DNS_Soldier on Instagram and DNS Soldier 7 on TikTok. Yeah.
You can follow our page at 2 Sides of the Heart on TikTok and Instagram.
Oh yeah, fuck that bitch.